What's up, guys? I'm going to do this in one take, so it's not going to be anything uh, polished. But yeah, so today we're raiding Sunken Temple, May 14th. We have certain goals that we want to accomplish and get out of our raid today. Um, we strive for top 50 world. We also want to be top 5 server. This goes for tonight, and this goes for the end of the phase. With Phase 4 coming, this is going to be the last major phase end, and it's going to be crucial for us to get a respectable rank. It's going to translate to networking opportunities, it's going to translate to recruiting opportunities, the work. So I think it's more advantageous for us now than it was in the past to make sure that we get these goals. So, what time would that be? That time would be 26 minutes and 4 seconds. Currently, our clear time is 33 minutes and 5 seconds, so we'll need to shave off 7 minutes and 1 second. So, how will this be achieved? We're going to achieve this by proper Nifty usage. Though I know the whole raid team has our Nifty stopwatches. Skull of Impending Doom, we want to have this on us just in case, but I've spent hours reviewing footage of where to use Skull of Impending Doom, and I don't have a good answer yet. So maybe Skull might be on the back burner for the time being, but Nifty for sure. Um, Required explosives. Let's bring a stack of sappers tonight, a stack of dense dynamite, and for our non-engineering friends, some easy throws rank 2. Moving forward, before the first boss, we're going to set up a summoning stone at the entrance to the raid. The reasoning for this is if the run from the first boss to the trash, where on the way to the second boss, is 56 seconds. We can save 56 seconds by not making that run. And again, the goal is 7 minutes and 1 second. So this is going to be a huge start. What we're going to do is we're going to put people into groups of 2. We're going to do a buddy system, and it's just that as we go down, just as you see, Dadgirth and Bobkiss, Bonefinger, Lorgrim, Zim, Koldrak, so on, so on, so on. What we want to do is once both people of the summon group are summoned, we want to make our way down to the first boss. We don't want to waste time. We want to pop our world buffs and we want to go because we only have 2 minutes. Once we get that first summon, it's going to be 56 minutes worth of runtime down there, and the boss is going to take approximately 28 seconds, I think, is our fastest kill time. So, moving forward, first boss. Our objective, we think we can kill that bitch in 25 seconds today. The way we're going to do that is, I know last time a few kind of forgot about a few things or messed up their equipment. We're going to pop all CDs, all of our consumes on pull. We're going to want to Mighty Rage. We're going to want to have all of our healers attacking when possible. Obviously, no one can die, but there's a lot of downtime on this fight. Let's be real. We want casters spamming Wrath, Lightning Bolts, Smites, and we're going to ignore all the mechanics. Who gives a shit about pillars? Stack together, nuke the boss. Also, I myself am guilty of this as well. Let's make a macro that's going to put our trinket, helm, and belt all together so that's not missed. Post first boss, what we're going to do is before we do anything, we're going to equip our nifty stopwatch. The boss is going to die. Don't worry about right clicking the boss. We're going to assign someone to loot the boss and then start moving. So the other 19 people don't need to check the boss. It's all going to show up. We can move. We're going to equip our nifty stopwatch first, and then we're going to accept our summon. Our nifty stopwatch is going to take 30 seconds. So it's crucial that we go through, equip it first, start that cooldown timer, and then take our summon. We're going to run through the mobs. We're going to use our nifties, and then after 10 seconds or combat drops, we're going to unequip the nifty. What we're going to do is we're going to try to pull all of the mobs up the stairs and then kill them before we get to the top where rot slime is. We're going to drop some dummies, sappers, um, the works. We're going to start single targeting on the big slimes first. The reason why we're going to do that is those turn into smaller slimes when they die. We're going to kill the big slimes. Once the small slimes come out, then we're going to try to AoE at that time, if that makes sense. So, with rot slime, we can kill in 50 seconds. And we're going to use the GNPP as our health drops. We know the fight, nothing special. Yeah, on to the next. At Tall Defenders, we think we can kill this in 2 minutes. Range DPS and healers, this is something we can vastly improve on. You guys should just stand in the middle circle, or in the middle where the circle is, not the inner circle. You guys won't be able to reach the mobs, but the melee and the tank are going to be moving back and forth, back and forth. You guys should have as little movement as possible so you guys can nuke down everything. Our CC order for this week is going to be 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and finally 2 o'clock, with each of the CCs in order as well. Selly, Jalapeno, Lucy, Avier, and then Stalkin. Dream Scythe and Weaver. We think we can kill in 1.5 minutes. Jamal Trash. Once Dream Scythe and Weaver die, we want our rogues to use Sprint, and everyone else use a Swiftness Potion. Actually, let me take that back. Rogues want to sprint as they get closer to the mobs because they're going to stealth through with hots on them, and they're going to pull the mobs closest to Jamal. The reason why there's hots on them is because if the rogues pull those by themselves and they get slapped a few times, they're going to die. If the rogues pull them and they immediately start getting healed, it's going to have healer aggro, and the mobs are naturally going to run towards us to help group them. The rogues can swiftness back to the group at that point, and then we're going to work out a chain target dummy rotation. We're not going to drop them all at once because they won't pulse an AoE taunt. They're going to taunt the one time they're dropped. So it's important that we, have Jalapeno drop one, then Loco drop one, etc. Once we're all grouped up, we'll collectively Sapper and Dynamite. Now, with Jamal, we think we can do it in 1:45. We want to end the fight by the portal leaving the room. And melee, we want you to use a free action potion on this fight. The reason for it is we want to avoid that Hodge. And yeah, we want to avoid the Hodge. It's going to be killing Jamal second this go around. So that means that there's going to be penance. That's going to mean means there's going to be Shadow Word Pain. I think it's going to be worth it for us to dispel as much Shadow Word Pains as possible because this rendition of the fight is a little bit more spicier than the other. Post Jamal. We kill Jamal, we're by the portal. Our melee have their FAPs. Their potions on cooldown because they used a FAP. So what we're going to do, tanks, healers, and ranged, we're all going to Swiftness Potion through the dragons to start to gather them up. And just basically nuke them down. On the Morphos, our objective, 1 minute 15 seconds. I think that this is doable because when the ads spawn, we're going to ignore them. And we're going to tunnel the boss. Everyone's going to be sent down into the dream. And we're going to stay down there until we kill the dragon. We have 30 seconds to complete this, so we need to pop every cooldown, every helmet, belt, trinket, everything. It is so crucial that we don't kill a single fire elemental because then people will start being pulled out of the dream if there's fire under them, which will basically make this 30-second time frame not doable. Post Morphos, we're going to Swiftness Potion towards Aranicus. Healers, you can elect to use a mana potion here because it's not that far of a run. And with Aranicus, we want to kill in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Ranged and healers, last week we had a little bit. We had some hiccups, which happens. I'm not necessarily blaming anyone. I just know that with the projectiles coming at you, you can visibly see them get launched in the air at the ranged group, so you know to move. You wanna follow the one marked for the ranged group, but at the same time, if you see those projectiles, just start moving. Rely on your weak auras. We're all human, but also please just keep an eye out. Post Aranicus. We're going to Swiftness Potion as we're moving hunters to different groups. We're going to start sprinting towards Sakar with the Swiftness Potion. Hunter groups are going to be rearranged and they're going to turn on Aspect to the pack. There's going to be 3 out of 4 groups that are going to be able to make this. What I'm probably going to do is have melee prioritized because range don't have to get as close to the trash mobs. So if they're a little bit behind, that's okay because they don't have to run as far. Once mobs are collected, we're going to sapper. Actually, it's so important, actually. It's so important with these mobs that we are thinking with our head that they will have ghost spawn when they die. With this many mobs, we're talking about ghost spawning quickly, people dying instantly. We need to be moving, we need to be proactive, we just need to not get slapped. Hakar, 2.5 minutes, doable. Melee, you're going to be behind the boss, or you're going to be on the side of the boss, preferably more towards the side of the boss so that it's not like think about a clock looking down and Hakar looking down at Hakar and there's a clock. If the tank is standing at 12 o'clock, we want the melee to stand like at 5 o'clock so there's not very far you have to move. If you get corrupted blood, come stand on top of the tank. We want the uptime from the melee today. We're going to take a few risks and the tank's going to be taking more damage. Ranged, still, you're going to be moving behind the tank when you get corrupted blood, nothing new there. What that'll hopefully lead to is top 50 world, top 5 server, and a clear time approximately 26:04 with 7 minutes and 1 second shaved off.